I will start with one question to the both coach. How did you live? How did you see the match? What do you think about the match?
Yeah, we tried to control the proceedings just from the onset. But after we scored, I think we went down. And we knew that this game, our friends can only come back by a set piece. If you saw the height, I'm sure that was tactically. And that's how they came back into the game. Otherwise, the boys did their best under difficult circumstances.
Okay. I will add something more about what my colleague said. We know that the teams, the strongest points is by their four offensive players. And by the beginning of the game, we didn't concentrate enough in our defense and even in our defense midfield. That's why in the first half, and especially by the beginning of the first 20 minutes, we were exposed to the forward playing of our opponent. Between the two halves, we make advice for players, but we prepare the substitution, and instead of playing with only 3 players in the midfield, we play with 4. And we did more forward for our attack with 2 players, number 9 and number 11. So we provocated many corners and many fouls around the box of the opponent. One of them, it was goal. For me, it's more important that we play and we respect our fair play, as I said before, and we respect our history, our name of the club, of course, and we didn't lose. Maybe we are the only team in this group that don't lose in this group. And for me, it's very good to prepare the next quarterfinal. Thank you.
Thank you. Now I may open the floor for journalists to ask their question. Please try to introduce yourself and the media that you are working for before asking your question.
Good afternoon, coaches. This question is for Coach George. Tough luck that you couldn't qualify to the quarterfinals. What are some of the lessons that you've learned in this year's competition, and what do you think ZESCO should do going forward for them to do better?
Thank you. I think there are so many lessons we've learned, and I cannot divulge what we've learned. I'm sure tactically, administratively, there are so many things that we've been exposed to. And it has been a good learning lesson, learning curve. For me to to give it out to the public, it will be unjust to the team. So I'm sure what we've learned will still remain within ourselves as ZESCO and work on them.
Good afternoon, coaches. My name is Matthew Kavamba from the Zambia Daily Mail. My question goes to Coach George. Coach George, ZESCO has not won a game in the group stage at home. How do you look at, how do you describe this championship campaign? And then to the Eto'o coach, how do you describe ZESCO going forward? Where do you think they need to work on?
Yes, I agree with you. We haven't won any game at home. I mean, there are so many reasons. Maybe players were playing under pressure because of home fans. But we are yet to do the post-mortem as to know exactly why we didn't do well at home. So those, like I said, to the foregone question, those are the things that we have to examine and work on.
Can you repeat the question, please? Quels sont les points que vous voyez que ZESCO peut travailler, ou les points d'amélioration pour le club?
No, as I said, it's one of the best team in this group. You know, even against Primero de Agosto, they won until 90+7. The Primero de Agosto scored the second goal. It was maybe as my colleague said, some experience, maybe more experience, and maybe more mind fitness, not, sorry, not physical, tactical, or technical skills. No. This is very good team. I said before, yesterday, in the press conference before the game, I said that this is one of the best in this group. And for me, we have to work in mind, not in the, more in the mind than in the field. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other question? Yes, please.
Good afternoon. My question goes to Coach Shedi. Congratulations, you've qualified to the knockout stage for the second successive season. There are now 5 North African teams in the knockout stage. How do you fancy your chances after just losing 1 game and going into the quarterfinals after finishing in the semifinals last year? Do you believe you can go all the way this year after just losing 1 game this year?
Thank you. Yeah, you know that Eto'o Sahel, one of the biggest of Africa. And when we fixed our purpose, it's not to be first of our pool only, but to go far away. Last year, we did the semifinals, and we lost against Egyptian team Ahli. This year, we'll try to reach this level, why not more? So our big purpose is to be in the podium, and the podium in Champions League, it will be not less than final. I hope so.
Thank you. So that was our last question. Thank you, coaches. Thank you, media representative. I would like to remind you that we have a mixed zone where you can talk to interview players at the exit. near the players' exit. Thank you.